Last night, you were somewhere else. Maybe you were flying. Maybe you were late for something that no longer exists. Maybe someone you haven't thought about in years was standing right in front of you, completely real, saying something you can't quite remember now. And then you woke up, and he was gone. You spent roughly 6 years of your life in that place. 6 years of vivid, emotional, sometimes terrifying experiences that your brain manufactures from nothing every single night and then systematically destroys before breakfast. For over a century, the greatest minds in science have tried to explain why. They have not agreed on a single answer. And the latest research suggests that almost everything we thought we knew about dreams was wrong. The modern scientific study of dreams begins with Sigmund Freud. In 1899, Freud argued that dreams are the royal road to the unconscious, that every dream is a disguised wish, that the images your sleeping brain produces are symbolic representations of repressed desires your waking mind refuses to confront. For decades, this was the dominant framework. Dreams meant something. Then neuroscience arrived and dismantled almost all of it. In 1953, researchers discovered REM sleep, the stage during which most vivid dreaming occurs. The dreaming brain was extraordinarily active, almost indistinguishable from the waking brain. But the activity wasn't organized around symbolic meaning. It was chaotic, random, driven by bursts of activation from the brainstem. In 1977, two psychiatrists proposed that dreams are essentially meaningless, that the brain simply tries to make narrative sense out of random electrical noise generated during sleep. Dreams on this account are not messages from the unconscious, they are the brain's attempt to construct a story from static. Freud was wrong. Dreams meant nothing, except that turned out to be wrong too. The leading theory today is sometimes called the threat simulation theory. Dreams, researchers suggest, are a rehearsal system. Throughout human prehistory, the world was genuinely dangerous. The brain needed a way to practice responding to those threats without the cost of real-world failure. Dreams provided a safe simulation environment, a space where your brain could rehearse fear, practice escape, run through dangerous scenarios with no actual consequences. This explains something that anyone who pays attention to their dreams will recognize immediately: the overwhelming negativity of dream content. We dream of being chased far more than we dream of being celebrated. This isn't random. A threat simulation system would prioritize exactly these scenarios, the ones where practice matters most. But there's a second major theory. Neuroscientist Matthew Walker argues that REM dreaming serves as a form of emotional processing, what he calls overnight therapy. During REM sleep, the brain replays emotionally significant experiences from the day, but in a neurochemical environment stripped of stress chemicals. You process the emotion, you extract the meaning, and you wake up with the edge taken off. People deprived specifically of REM sleep show significantly elevated emotional reactivity the following day. The emotional volume goes up, the ability to regulate goes down. Dreams are not entertainment, they are maintenance. Here is the question that doesn't get asked enough. If dreams are this important, why do you forget almost all of them? Within 5 minutes of waking, you've lost roughly 50% of your dream content. Within 10 minutes, 90% is gone. This seems like a design flaw. The answer, researchers now believe, is that the forgetting is the point. Your brain is intentionally preventing dream memories from sticking, because stable, lasting memories of dream experiences would be dangerous. If your brain couldn't reliably distinguish between things that happened while you were awake versus things it invented while you slept, reality would begin to blur. The forgetting protects the boundary between experience and imagination. For all the progress neuroscience has made, dreams remain one of the deepest unsolved problems in the study of the human mind. Some researchers have even established two-way communication with lucid dreamers, asking questions, receiving answers, while the subject remains fully asleep. We are learning to talk to the dreaming mind, but we still don't know what it's saying. Every night, you leave. You go somewhere your waking mind can't follow, somewhere built entirely from your own memories, fears, and imagination. Maybe it's rehearsing for threats that no longer exist. Maybe it's quietly healing emotional wounds you didn't know you had. Maybe it's doing something we don't have a word for yet. The honest answer, the answer that a century of research has produced, is that we still don't fully know. The mind you carry around every day still contains rooms you've never seen, processes running beneath every thought you've ever had. Every night, those rooms open. And every morning, you wake up having forgotten what was inside.